Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Crystal Tech for very low spenders, basically free to play, almost free to play like I said. The only thing I plan to get on this account is the supply depot, the crystal mine work speed for 50%, mostly because it's the best value. You get 3 million crystals for $5. And you get 50% bonus crystal mine work speed for the whole 50 days of KVK, 60,000 crystal a day, and it's really the only thing. If you're going to be getting anything, like if you're absolutely getting almost nothing, this is the main thing you want to get, okay, if you're going to get anything. If you're not going to get anything at all, that's okay. Like I said, if you've played Season of Conquest before, you're going to get 1.5 million start, and then depending on how many of these crystal chests you get, I think it's in individuals. Let's see real fast. There's a little orange crystal chests here at the bottom, maybe. Yeah, these crystal chests 3 give you 100,000 crystal a pop. Basically, depending on how much crystal you spend in the KVK and in individual honor points. If you get your 120,000 individual honor, and you get your, depending on how much crystal you spend, basically, if you do all the support skills, you get them all maxed out, or if you spend money, depending on how you do it, you can max this out all the way up to, I think it's 100 million crystal. I will say the only way that you get 100 million crystal is to spend money. I think at maximum, spending $5, you get about 1.5 million crystal at KVK. If you spend money, you get up to 3.8. It is in my opinion a pretty big advantage. But in the first pass, it's not a very big deal. So we're gonna go ahead and build the crystal mine. Press help, and then the Crystal Research Center, and press help. For the most part, when you're doing the tech for crystal tech, when you have basically no crystal, which I mean almost no crystal is 1.5 million, like I said, basically that's what you're going to start off with. I need to claim my 60,000 real fast. But what you're basically going to want to do is get your crystal mine as high as possible, because you're going to get up to, when you get to level 25, max crystal workload of 400k. That's basically in about, what is it, like, I think it's like 16 hours, something like that. You get 400,000 crystal, and it's 8,000 an hour. It's really, with the Bastion boost, I think the max you can get is down to like 12 hours. You get, I think it's like 12 hours or something. You can get 400,000 crystal, which is really, really good. But that's with spending money, of course. So we're gonna wait for the last couple helps here. So like I said, you're basically gonna want to keep working on your crystal mine and your crystal tech, research tech. Basically what you want to do, basically if you're a free to play low spend, you're gonna want to max the first couple of trees. If you're not spending any money at all, you're not gonna want to get the crystal reduction. Just to speed this up, I'll speed it up real fast. Basically, you're going to want to upgrade your Crystal Research Center to like at least 12 before you start researching, so you get at least a little bit of a bonus. But basically, you're going to want to do is basically take all these to 1 at first, and then you're going to want to try and focus on, depending on how much you're like invested in this KVK, I would say how hard you're going to push. I would not bother getting Crystal Skillful Operation 1 at all, or even bothering with Skillful Operation 2 if you're going to be a free-to-play, mostly because you're not going to have enough crystal to do it. You're not going to get enough unless you're doing an absolutely enormous amount of barbs and barbed forts, and I'm talking like all day, every day. You're not going to have enough crystal to even bother with that kind of stuff. The main thing you're going to want to do is max out these first 3 trees. If you're using the troop types that I recommend, which is like basically 2 cav, or 2 archers and 2 infantry, depending on which mix you do, you're going to want to focus more on one of these than the other, because they're going to get more and more expensive over time. But once you get these 3 basically maxed out, You're gonna make sure that you're getting basically these 4 to 1. You keep pushing to this. You're gonna work on treaties and cultural exchange because you're gonna get both of these maxed out, these 2 maxed out, and then you're gonna basically take that to 1. Take everything else to 1 as you push through here. Then you're going to start trying to work on quenched blades, improved bows, and mounted combat techniques to all of them, trying to get them as high as possible for the next pass. Because basically if you're going to push treaties 2 and cultural exchange 2, you can start working on those 2 if you think you're going to do a lot of bastion quests, like you're really doing all your quests really hard. You can push those 2. But I'm going to tell you they get very expensive very fast. And if you don't have a lot of crystal, especially for the first pass 4, you're going to want to make sure you get these 3 first ones maxed out. The siege one, try not to do. I don't know exactly if you have to have it for the crystal you're going to have if you're free to play especially. Make sure you're not investing too hard into that, because you could probably get more into one of these if you do not bother with it if you don't have to. I do not believe you have to have it done. So for the first pass, you definitely want to focus on maxing the first 3, and then working on trying to get whichever troop type you have the most of, maxing that to as high as possible, and then putting the rest into these other ones. You're probably going to have to get, I think to the max you can get is 6 or 7 on these before you have to have other stuff behind it. Things like skillful operation probably, and other stuff like that. But by the time you get to that, it's going to take you some time to even get to that, because you're not going to have a lot of crystal. If you feel like you're really going to be invested really hard, you can do skillful operation. But like I said, if you're free to play and you're only getting maybe 1 million of KVK, you're really not going to have enough to be burning on that. But those are little qualities of life things. So like after the pass is opened, the first pass, and you're done fighting, you won or lost, whatever, you can go back and max this and this after that, so that you can get more plunder. Before the pass, you want to max this probably, the pass 4, so you can get your Kahars done, or at least get a few points into that if you can. Try not to do too many of these barb things, because you're not gonna, if you're gonna be fighting a lot, because you're not gonna have a lot of crystal, like I said. But the main thing you're gonna be focusing on for a low spender is basically this first half of the tree. Because once you start getting into these number 2s and 3s, you're going to be very far into the KVK before you even get to these, because they get very expensive very fast for a very low spender. So you're going to want to, like I said, focus on the first things, and the second ones at the very most, as best you can. And then if you get extra crystal here and there, you can try to do these, but you're going to get like double the value out of these than you're going to get out of the other one. So like I said, one more time, make sure you're getting your crystal mine maxed out. I would recommend you probably max it out. If you feel like you don't think it's worth it, you don't have to. But when you get it to 25, you do get some like extra, it's a lot of more crystal over time kind of thing. So I would recommend you max crystal mine. And then I think you have to have the Crystal Research Center at least level 16. Once you start getting further into the KVK, you may have to have it at level 21, I believe, is the max you have to have it, level 21. But that would be my recommendation to you guys on doing low spender and basically free to play. If you are completely free to play Crystal Tech and KVK, because we just entered KVK in this map with in Wind Camp. Funny enough, for this KVK, I have not explored any fog yet. We literally just entered. I like how our tag is free to play. I don't know what the thing's gonna say. And I just like that it says free to play, or free to pay for some people. But I thought that was pretty funny. But that's my guide on low spender / free to play Crystal Tech. I have another video. I'll either link it in the description or put a card up in the top for my other video that was basically about all types of spending for Crystal Tech. I just wanted to get this out because I plan to not spend not nearly as much as on my main on this account. So it's going to be very, very conservative on this account. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment. Please try to leave a like. I'd like to try and get at least a couple likes on each video. If you guys watch this, share the video if you can. especially because sharing this video helps me out a lot because I can get more views on my videos and bring more content to you guys in a better quality over time. So thank you for watching again, and I'll see you on the next one.